Hi, warriors. This is Jalen, my legal warrior, and I wanted to make this segment about how the coronavirus should not affect you and the other parent having a custody calendar. Now, whether you actually have a court order or not, if there is some sort of visitation schedule that's being exercised at some point before the coronavirus, and then you two continued with that court order or agreement during the coronavirus, but now the other parent is lacking following the visitation schedule, and you need a way to document that because you might need to use it someday in court against the other party, or to be able to show the other party like, hey, you're supposed to have Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Saturdays, and you've only had them Wednesday of this week. What's going on? You need to notify me, and it might be able to also help you guys communicate better. Something else that you can include in the custody calendar that you both share together, I mean, that's the best thing, is having a shared custody calendar, is also about, any conversations that your child, or any conversations that you and your child might have had and that you want to share it with the other party. Let's say you're noticing that your child seems a little depressive and they're saying or doing certain things, and so you can just type it up in your child custody calendar. The other parent has access to it and perhaps can be mindful and check in with the child about their feelings and maybe their behaviors. So it's kind of like less communication between the parents, like verbal communication, and all the other parent needs to do is just, read about it. Or let's say that one parent has the children for the whole entire week and you log on to your joint custody calendar and you see that, yeah, like dad has written that the child was feeling a little depressive, and so maybe on your next phone call with the child you can ask them about that. Hey, how are you feeling? And maybe just discuss something with them that would help them feel a little bit better. So we're huge proponents of documentation. Documenting literally everything under the sun is so important for your case because you just never know when you might need it. Now, that doesn't mean that you are going to absolutely use, thousands of documents to show the court why you should have sole legal custody or something like that later on. I mean, those are if you're in that position, and this is a very challenging case, and it's not your typical, modification or establishment of child custody visitation, if you need to show thousands of paperwork as to why you need, sole legal custody. I mean, if you had this child custody calendar and it's shared between you and the other party, and you both are including information about your children on there, including grades, doctor appointments, maybe even activities, maybe even diet, whatever it might be, but it's something that you both have access to, and now the other party doesn't have an excuse as to they don't know what's going on with the child. And then you could also note who's actually exercising what visitation schedule, and if there's any modifications to that schedule, it's on this joint calendar that you two can share. So there's all these different types, and I had just Googled child custody calendar, and I mean, there's just so many that you can go online and just find one that is best for you. It can be as simple as, I'm just gonna click on this. This one is just, who's exercising what day, and actually all of them do that. But more sophisticated programs will allow you to keep it as a journal and be able to identify your calendar for the children together. And perhaps this is something that you and the other party can also do together too, but so long as it's joint, and this works great for you guys to be able to co-parent together and communicate effectively, and you both are always in the know about your child if you both keep diligent records. Well, we hope that you can share this with family, friends, your contacts, because you never know who can actually benefit from the information in this video. parenting is hard, co-parenting is even more difficult, and just having something to help us streamline parenting during the coronavirus is important. So if you can share our video, we would be grateful and very pleased. And thank you so much, Warrior, and we hope that you are staying safe during the coronavirus.